Hello, this is Bonsai, or known as XL, and I'm basically using this Pale Rider Dullahan, and this is a fancy pantsy lancy mobile suit. And what I mean by that, the beautiful reach this mobile suit has when you're trying to attack opponents is just, man, this thing is just wicked. And sometimes you just really feel like a knight, and when I mean a knight, you got the shield and then you got the lance, and you just got to get the horse somehow. But you just got to work with the two legs you got on this mobile suit. Now you got a whole bunch of things right there. I was basically showing the sort of specs. You can do a turn speed spec mobile suit. You can do a melee speed spec mobile suit, and I just wanted to put some good old-fashioned 80s music on this video, because why the heck not? And the Dullahan is basically a specific mobile suit that you can only get in a event. There was this one time I wasn't able to get a specific mobile suit at a event, and it was a Gaza Sea. I was kind of busy at this specific time, but someday hope they release it in a shop and I can use that thing and just do some really nice bad boy stuff with that thing. Now, this Pale Rider is meant for so many things, and at this specific video I'm going to show you something not to do, but I feel like it wasn't my fault. I feel like majority of the time I was just unlucky in the specific scenario and the specific position I was in, so they were able to launch some really nice attacks on me. And I had a player who got really mad at me because he thought I was just bad, but it was just one of those unlucky type of matches. Sometimes you win some and you lose some, and I have a lot of good videos of the Pale Rider Dullahan, and I'm going to show them all today. And yeah, this thing can be like those mastercraft type of mobile suits that it's just like, man, I gotta love this thing. Now, you just gotta know something. You got a big, thick, large shield, and it's almost as big as you. So you gotta keep in mind, you gotta take advantage. You gotta use that shield, man. You gotta use it. Now, majority of the times, I have some really good matches with this mobile suit, and I do have some pretty bad matches with this mobile suit. And yeah, this thing is just wicked, and I will give it a legit rating. Sometimes, this mobile suit is kind of weird in space, and it feels like I'm using kind of like a shield underwater, and I feel like the shield kind of makes me feel slow sometimes, but you just gotta ignore it. And I find it very interesting how water has so much weight, and yet it's so clear. You know what I mean? And it's kind of a really wicked type of thing if you think about it. Now, using this mobile suit, I gotta say, man, it really tickles your tinkles. And when you're using this raid, you have to feel confident. You have to feel real nice with it. You have to get real aggressive with this mobile suit. You have to fight the generals, as I was saying. You have to fight the generals to get to support, or if you can get to the support before you get to the generals. Now, hunting down a support is one of the very biggest priorities of being a raid, but it's very hard when you have a whole enemy team full of generals. But if you get used to using raids over and over and over time, it gets a lot more easier. And sometimes it could be like one of those yikes type of moments where you're just like, ah, crap, I should have not done that. I should have done this way. I should have went up, down, you know. And at the specific position, I wanted to head to D, and I wanted to capture D. But at this specific moment, I did not want to capture D. I felt like the left flank was pretty compromised, so I did not want to capture the point, because you know some players can slip a nasty shot when you're trying to cap a point, and you know sometimes it could be, you know, pretty goddamn freaking, you know, Himalayan goddamn salty, and you're just like, god damn it, man, I couldn't do anything. Now when you're using this most, you gotta come in with the sense that you're gonna hit something. And when I mean you're gonna hit something, you're gonna go real deep. Now I ignored a lot of the generals, which was a good type of scenario. I was waiting for that Gigan to get back into its position, and I was gonna go back after the Gigan. Now I'm going after the Gigan, deal with the Gigan. I should have thrusted heavy thrust. But when you thrust a heavy thrust with this Dullahan, you gotta feel the thumb pad. You gotta feel the maneuver of it, and you gotta lead the heavy toothpick. And you know you just gotta know, man. You're gonna be picking a lot of people's teeth with this goddamn freaking hot stick. Now, when you're having fun with this thing, you gotta keep in mind, you know, during the Halloween event, this was absolutely one of those mobile suits that was absolutely worth, you know, going after, and you know, going through this very tedious process. And you know, right over here, wanted to get into a good position. And then the enemy support kind of pushed up, kind of really bad push of the support. And if I had a little bit of help, and if I would have kept my mind a little bit open, I could have been able to finish that support. But you know, them goddamn pesky generals. And you know, I've had nothing but horrible matches with this most. It's just nothing but horrible matches all the time. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. I wasn't able to get first place, like not even once, man. I was just struggling, man, really struggling. And right there, went in for the nice dig of the thrust of the lance. Beautiful. And using the lance, you have insane reaches. And when I mean insane reaches, you have much more of a reach than any sort of mobile suit in, you know, this tier. You know, a lot of the mobile suits would usually have a beam sword or, you know, some sort of axe. Now, when you're using this mobile suit, it's basically a 400 cost. And 400 cost, it's really kind of overpowered in certain moments if you know how to use this thing. And as I said, I'm gonna have this really funny confrontation with this dude, and I really couldn't do anything. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you just can't pull magic. You can't pull magic in certain games. Now, I was having a hard time because a lot of the players left openings for me as a raid, so that gave enemies like a heavy ass chance to slip nasty shots on a raid. And goddamn, this Dullahan can be so brutal, man, so brutal. And adding a turning speed on this mobile suit is just amazing, and it can do some really insane damage. Right over here, going after the raid. Wanted to go for my third melee, but he was able to, you know, maneuver out of that whole situation correctly and effectively. Going after this beautiful Zuda, going heavy thrust. My team member got the kill. Automatically noticed that mobile suit right there, that Dom. I'm not sure if that's the Penzin Dom, but yo, this mobile suit right here is one of those brutal mobile suits that you gotta keep away when you're a raid. And those Penzin dodges, I'm not sure how they're called, but you know, they're just wicked. Going in, nice. Sorry, support. That's the thing about supports, man. Just wrong area, wrong moment. Right here, going after the general. Going in for heavies, lights. You know, that's what I love about this mole suit. You can go for heavy, light, all sorts of melee with this mole suit. Now I had my view kind of blocked. Yeah, and you can swerve with this mole suit, and I will tell you basically a lot of good things and the benefits of this mole suit. And one of those benefits is that it has really good melee damage, and when you can slap some melee damage on some dudes, yo, we're talking about numbers, dude, and not any kind of numbers. We're not talking about 10, 20, 30. We're talking about some big old numbers. Now, when you're using this thing, the boost is like sufficient enough to get ahead of situations. Drop some rounds here and there, do really nice effective things. Now look at this. I was kind of getting real greedy, wanted to push up, and you know, if this was a really other match, like if I was losing this match, I was getting a little bit too greedy with this thing. But you know, when you're using raids, you have to get greedy. Like no matter what, you have to. If you're the ace, take the kill. Just take the moment, man. Take the shot. Take it. And yeah, man, just a magnificent mobile suit. I didn't want to color this mobile suit. I think I've colored it once, but yeah, man, very nice, very effective. It does its work, you know what I mean? Now, this is the specific video that I had, like, I think like 2 or 3 days ago or something like that. And man, it was just like, man, I was so unlucky. And there was a guy in the team who was using the Gigan, saying the one I know him, you know, like that one dude in the team, he was pretty mad at me, which is understandable. You know, I feel like he was basically right. But you know, that's the thing about being a raid. You have to dig in real deep into the teeth of the enemy. And you know, when you're a general, you have much more of a chance of survival. You probably die like once a match. But when you're a raid, you usually die like in aces as many times as, you know, an enemy can kill you. Now, during the whole, you know, first startup, everything was nice, very smooth, you know. And yeah, man, just really nice. I wanted to go after the support, bait the support, and then went for the melee. Finisher, nice. Really solid stuff. Wanted to go after the mobile suit right there. I didn't time it right. He was able to do a nice evasion. That little slick, thick bot got away from my toothpick, man. And yeah, man, just this toothpick bot, yeah, man, it does its job. Yeah, so since it basically has maneuver armor and it has a sufficient enough boost, it was just really nice. And I was trying to, you know, keep up with the whole score system right here. I was doing kind of a good job. I conserved my bazooka shot, did not want to shoot my shot just a little bit too early right there. Did a real nice whip right there. But yeah, I love this Dullahan. Right there, I kind of blasted the wall. I didn't expect the explosion to affect me so far away at this distance, but oh well. And during this part of the game, there was a enemy player who was using a GM Quell, and he was really fast with it. He was dipping the space, like he was dipping space juice like non-stop. Look at this guy, real nice, real effective too. The turn speed of my mobile suit, I didn't have my mobile suit spec'd out. I used a melee spec build on this mobile suit, and boom, swift, and he was able to get me. And the GM Quell, you know, that mobile suit, oof, that thing will outspeed me like 10 out of 10 out, like all the times. Like I said, it's like literally dragging a heavy shield underwater, you know, and it's just like kind of painful in certain moments. Now I wanted to go after this GM Quell. I knew he was a heavy threat. Going after him. Trying to save my Gigan. Wanted to go after the general. I don't know why I wanted to go after the general. I did a really bad mistake, bad decision. Missed my two good opportunities right over here. Using the shield as a, you know, protection right there. Was able to do a nice jab of melee right here at that specific scenario. And this is where, you know, shit hits the fan. And when I mean shit hits the fan, it was just like, oh crap, you know, now they're all aiming at me. And you know, there are moments when you're an ace and you can't do anything. And you know, sometimes there's literally 5 enemies, or like they literally spam in the team chat, focus on enemy ace, you know. And when they spam focus on enemy ace, you can't do anything. Right here, I could not do nothing. I could turn, my turn rate was crap. I couldn't do anything. The GM Quell is, oh man, it's an amazing mobile suit. Very speedster, man. Wicked thing. You know, man, dude. And a lot of the old bands that I used to listen to, messing up, freaking mental capabilities, getting on the really bad level. Now, bands that I listen to a lot would be like Metallica, Pink Floyd, AC/DC, Van Halen, Mago de Oz, Maná, Soda Stereo, and then what's that other one? Red Hot Chili Peppers, and etc. You know, they just love all the bands, man. Just classics. Love the classics. They're hotcakes, man. A lot of that stuff gets sold like hotcakes in my ears. Now at this specific moment, my whole team were basically dead. I just kept on dying. I kept on getting staggered. I was like, oh shit, I couldn't move right there. I couldn't do anything. And look, like they were able to sneak some nice slippery shots on me. Right here, they are waiting for me to pop out. Really smart enemy team. Right over here. And I was looking for a good opportunity, but I couldn't find a really good opportunity. They had their whole left and right covers perfect. Try to go for melee. Try to go for the enemy ace because I knew the enemy ace was heavy. The enemy ace had his whole team supporting him. Now, you know, the difference between that moment, I couldn't do anything. I got staggered to death. I don't know how many times I got staggered this match. And yeah, man, it's just you get games like this. You can't fight against it. You know, I just shrug it off. I'm like, well, shit, man, that was just a bad game. It's just like one of those ones. Is like, well, shit, man, I can't beat that. And I did as much as I could, and shit like that hit the fan. And you know, the person who was using the Gigan, the I know name, he was right. You know, I was sloppy. I wasn't doing the right choices. And you know, enemy team took advantage. The GM Quell, yeah, dude. A lot of these things that he was saying, I was like, just had a bad time, rushed to death, and got staggered. Oh, it's a raid. Let's rape it. Yeah, that's how it is. But you know, the enemy raid had a lot more potential, had more speed. So you know, if let's just say yeah, let's just say you know, let's talk about chess, okay? Let's just say the enemy opponent was using a queen, and you were using a rook. Now the queen basically can maneuver, and it can maneuver in all sorts of possible movements. Now this rook that I'm using, it has a disadvantage against a GM Quell. That enemy player who was using a GM Quell had a absolutely amazing blast, and I give props for the guy who was using a GM Quell. He was wrecking it. I loved it. Now right over here, try to go in for the nice toothpick jab in the toe. He was like, oh shit, ouch, I couldn't handle it. Right over here, went in for the nice melee. Right over there, got attacked on the side right there. And as promised, you know, I told you I would literally bring up some good games with the Dullahan. I had a lot of good games. I had them like in the very bottom of my list of my videos and stuff. And man, oh man, dude, the Dullahan, when I first used it, I was like, man, this thing is pretty damn freaking effective. And why it's very effective, it's got this lance, it's got these machine gun Gatling guns, it's got a bazooka, and it's also got these machine guns. Now that's a whole good combination of accessories for this, you know, brawler, and that's really amazing, and I love it for what it is, and it's pretty damn good, you know. And you know, you just gotta think real smart with this mobile suit. You gotta conserve the boost. You know, this mobile suit has its flaw, and one of those flaws doesn't have a dodge roll. But with no dodge roll, this mobile suit has some really good capabilities, and you can use those capabilities to its advantage. And it's one of those capabilities is its shield. Now this massive shield, you can bait some really nice shots. And when I mean bait some really nice shots, went in there, jabbed, instant jump. So when you jump down, you can instantly go for a nice heavy. You're getting in there, getting nice effective. And there is this enemy player using, I'm not sure what sort of mole suit this was, but it looked like the other GM raid, guard raid, I think, or it was probably the same mole suit I currently have. Going in, nice, solid damage. And you know, having this mole suit have a bazooka, that's what makes this mole suit like very, very, very broken. And you know, if you were using the beam rifle, you could do some really nice magical stuff. But you know, you can do some really nice effective, you know, maneuvers and effort when you're trying to jump attack opponents. Right over here, this guy was really nice with the GM. And this guy, look at how he's using his GM. He has his GM shield angled towards the opponent. And like me too, I have my GM shield, my Pale Rider Dullahan shield aimed at my opponents. I was trying to find a really good position to get real nice, real effective with this mole suit. But yeah, very fast. It's got some nice speed, and yeah, I don't have any problems with this mole suit whatsoever. It's just you know, sometimes you're gonna get matches where you get 4 deaths and 0 kills, you know. It's kind of funny in certain moments. You're just like, you just slap yourself and you're just like, what did I do wrong? Now I was trying to go in for the nice, beautiful thrust this bad boy got, you know. Yeah, you just gotta use the lancy pantsy beautiful reach of this Dullahan, man. Coming there looking very headless horseman looking. Now at this specific moment, I had either choices to fall back or fight the enemy opponents, and I was trying to do a little bit both, like offense and defense, right at that specific moment. I was just having a hard time. They kept on staggering me, but you know, that shield, look at that. The power of the shield is just amazing. It was able to save my my distance to safe. There we go. Nice shot. Slipped a shot right there. And sometimes you can literally have a whole match where you're just using the shield Gatling gun, which is really nice, savage stuff. Right over here, my team member went in there, whip the little flick of the wrist right there, went behind these opponents that they were basically, I have no clue why they were repairing at that really specifically bad moment. They both were kind of beat down, and I was just like, yo, man, that was just a really bad maneuver for those guys. You know what I mean? Just trying to get into a nice solid distance right here. Good stuff. I wanted to do a beautiful maneuver, trying to get this that support right there. And as you can see, that guy also had a Dullahan, and yo, he was able to slip a nice thick spear on my right cheek, and man, I kind of feel the pain, man. I kind of feel the pain with this thing. But yeah, man, this mobile suit can be wild, and yeah, if I had to rate this mobile suit is a very, very easy mobile suit to get some good games with. And you know, this is one of those raids that won't like ever let you down. And I just only using this mobile suit like a few times here and there, and man, dude, I love this thing. I love it for the shield and the reach. And yeah, it's got some really, really good side effects. And this is one of those mobile suits that, you know, it's got some really good additions. And when I mean additions, you got a shield, you got a lance that has some really nice range, and it's not like one attack, it's not two attack, it's 3 attack. So you can do some really nice damage. Then you got your bazooka. Then you got this really nice speed. And yeah, man, I'd give this mobile suit like definitely like a 12 out of 10 for its rapid fill for this thing. And look at this, using this mobile suit underwater, missed my jab, kind of awkward right there, but oh well. Was able to do a really nice finisher. Went for the melee. The shoulder of that high gog kind of got in the way, and I accidentally did that. I wanted a high gog to get that kill because there was a dude right behind me, but the high gog was kind of taking a little bit too long for the kill. Wanted to go after this really nice mobile suit. Heavy damage. When you go for the nice jab, the cheeks, you know, they start wiggling, man. It's just like the thrust, you know, it just opens the ocean like freaking Moses, man. There we go. Very nice. Wanted to go after the support. Perfect opportunities too. Look at this. Wanted to do the jab. Heavy finisher. That jab is deadly. It took a big chunk out of that support's health. Support couldn't do anything right there. Right over there. And this is when this mobile suit basically came out, and a lot of the players started to, you know, use this mobile suit, try to get a nice distance covered right here, and my team members were able to do a really good yikes. Now the whole enemy team weren't able to get some kills on us at this point of this game, and I was just getting a little bit too aggressive with this mobile suit, like very aggressive. Trying to do a nice slippery whippery shot right over here. There we go. Nice. Heavy jab. And you know, I'm just waiting for that support to get up, wait for his his frames to basically die off, because, you know, I have all the time in the world. Look at this beautiful jab right here. Use a machine gun. Boom. Savage. And at this specific moment, they were just having a very hard time trying to figure out the whole momentum, but that man was able to boost with the leftover HP I had, and man, that was a pretty savage blitzkrieg, man, with the freaking mad German blitzkrieg, that team right there. Now Yeah, really, really nice, epic stuff. Now I'm just waiting for a perfect moment for the enemy team to push up, and I became an ace. Obviously, that is why I've waited. Now I wanted to head after this support. It was a perfect time. I got shot on the side, trying to go after this support, but the support was able to do a nice evasion. And you know, if the whole enemy team is focused on the front lines, I might as well go behind the back lines. You know what I mean? Now I have an enemy opponent trying to chase me down from behind me, trying to get into a nice position right here. My team members are doing an absolutely wonderful job right over here. Had to go for the nice damage right there. Slipped a nice lance attack, the fancy pantsy lance. Went in there, smart. Boom. My team members took the kill, but oh well. Right over here, that dude tried to go for a hit the shield. Really bad stuff. Nice. And that was kind of a good, really nice trade-off with this mobile suit. And yeah, man, just hands down, this mobile suit kicks butt, man. Every single time I be using this thing, it just never disappoints. It's got some really good qualities that just makes it feel right, makes it feel smooth. Feels like liquid water going down your system. Now going over here. There we go. And surprisingly, that dude was actually an ace. Right over there, my team members took the kill again. But it's okay. We have enough points to just absolutely do some really nice savage damage. Dullahan tried to ice pick me, but I was like, nah, sir, not having it today. And yeah, good game. Everything about this thing, 12 out of 10. This thing's mad wicked, man. I hope they release this in the shop and let players play with this thing, because man, it's amazing. See y'all later. Take care.